Warning: the following proscribed is transgrammed. Viewer discretion is not advised. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the NaruSaku podcast. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Your host, LKNMJH, also known as Steve. Thank you, everyone, and welcome for your listening pleasure. Right here are two guests.
Alright,
Okay.
fine, I'll do it. I don't really care who goes. Oh, alright, fine. Better pick up that phone, guys, because I'm calling this one in. Yeah, I've been away for 2 weeks now, but so what? Because, yeah. I let other people do it. But no, Mangareader here.
And hey, it's Patrick. I just came back. This is wow, I suck at this. Well, either way, week in between. Wow, I suck.
Yeah, great entrance there, man.
I stumble a lot. I suck.
Stumbling.
Don't worry about it. Anyhow, Mangareader, today is a special day for you because now you can officially be considered as a regular member. Yes, folks, for the past 6 months since his first appearance in March, Mangareader has made consistent appearances just like me and For Life beforehand. And so, now he is part of what we call the trope of regular people. And one day, Patrick, you could be part of us too if you make regular appearances for the next 6 months.
I can't wait! It'll be the biggest achievement on my resume. What have I done with my life? I'm a regular member of the NaruSaku podcast that gets 500 views on YouTube. Hooray.
Oh, for Mangareader's a jolly good fellow. For Mangareader's a jolly good fellow. For Mangareader's a jolly good fellow. I don't know the rest of the song.
I would kill for you right now. Okay, that wasn't it. Wow, that did bad.
Well, that'll be interesting. Oh, man.
Or at least I consider you to be part. I don't know what James would think, but after 6 months of continuous appearances since your first week in March, which ironically was March 1st, by the way, I think.
I think it might have actually been 7th. I was pushed back a week or something. But anyway, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you've made consistent appearances since then. So March, April, May, June, July. Oh, wait, that's not 6 months. You dumbass! Well, I'm sorry. Fine. You know what? 5 months. You made consistent appearances for 5 months. 5 to 6 months.
We're making the new months anyway.
Wait. I thought wouldn't Blue be a regular member too? He's on here a lot.
Not consistently.
He seems consistent to me.
To you, yes, but to the people who have talked to him since his first appearance, he hasn't been making. He hasn't made consistent appearances.
Huh.
He'll make some. Like anyone really, they'll come on real strong, and sometimes every once in a while they'll come back real strong.
Maybe he has school in between.
Could be. Because everyone does have a life outside the internet here. Yep, everyone except us.
Yeah, you do. It's like my outside my room. It's like my family's like having it's like just talking just stuck in my room.
Just stuck in your room.
Yeah.
I'm just stuck in my room, with a fan.
Sounds like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
My fan. Anyway.
Yeah, so this week's chapter. Boy, it is one very interesting chapter, I must say. I'll say this, the title alone raised an eyebrow for me.
If you're confused, you're probably in the right you're probably in the right state of mind. If you're not confused, we'd all like to hear your insights. Please, let us know.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm still kind of unscrewing my mind from the mind screw that happened in the last few pages.
Yep, those last few pages.
Oh yeah.
What are those last few pages, you listeners may be asking? Well, stick around and find out, like you always do.
What?
As
Alright, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. What do you want
Of
to
course, one has to wonder, why are you watching this if you haven't read the latest chapter?
say? Who knows? Maybe they don't have enough time to sit for, oh, I don't know, 15 minutes behind a
And
computer clicking on a screen.
and they have enough time to wait. They have enough time for like an hour and a half just listening to 3 or 4 random guys talk.
Yep, it's a funny old world, ain't it?
Yep. Although to be sure, they're probably just using us to like not actually do work.
Could be.
Yeah, what? You don't get paid for this?
Could be. Hey, you never know. One day we might become famous internet celebrities that aren't angry. Or
Okay.
emote anger. This comic sucks! This game sucks! This movie sucks!
I hate my life.
The
Oh wait,
show,
I hit a little
the
too
show,
personal
we're
there.
making fun of other shows. Oh,
Well, you know, we just don't become
Dragon
YouTubers.
Ball.
We just make random shit.
Give it to me.
So, without any further ado, let's move on to reviewing chapter 684. Must be killed.
I feel like it's like I'm reading, like it just feels like, I don't know, Japan seems to have a weird way with the word kill, like, you know, like kill la kill, all you need is kills. Like, it's just awkward how they say it like that.
Killing. I am
Ironically, for a series called Kill la Kill, there wasn't that much death.
It's called Death of Clothing.
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of common sense committed suicide. Now we're just seeing the fucked up shit that happens as a result.
Uh-huh.
am human clothing.
To get stronger, I have to get naked. You heard me right.
Hey, so nudity makes you stronger on this planet.
Or the
No,
fact
you
that
were just wearing weighted clothing.
Or,
Oh,
no,
right.
or the fact that clothing is alien. No, not the fact that there are aliens that are shaped like clothes. No, all clothes are aliens.
All clothes are aliens. They've just been in a dormant state of mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh god. The clothes all over me. Oh my god. Help.
Just like in Jimmy Neutron when he made pants come alive.
Yeah.
But
The
anyway.
pants are inert.
So anyway, so we open up here on the Naruto clone, Obito, Kakashi, and Sakura looking up at what just transpired in the previous chapter.
How Obito is not freezing his ass off. One will never know.
He's probably dying. He doesn't give a shit.
I'm dying. I don't care about cold.
And it seems that Sakura agrees with both of your opinions as she turns to him and says, "It's as I thought. This person, he's not going to make it. That's why he's willing to die." Yes,
Yeah.
because going shirtless like Zoro did in One Piece during that Drum Island arc where he went bare-chested in snow. No one remembers? Oh well, maybe I'm making an obscure reference anyway.
No.
So Obito says, "Naruto and Sakura, touch my body so that you can jump to the other dimension at any time." Right!
And which caused the fandom to go insane because the whole touch my body thing. Let's just say some shippers got a little bit of glee from that.
Da 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 dun da dun
I
da dun can't touch this da 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 dun da 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 dun da dun da dun can't touch this da 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 dun da dun da dun can't touch this.
Actually they got the Mariah Carey song like "Touch My Body." Yeah, it's about as sexual as you think it sounds.
Speaking of sexual, over on our next page, we got Kaguya looking around and first noticing the group, and then we cut to Naruto, who's looking up at her and making sure that she's looking at the group. Then we cut to the group itself, and the clone says, "She's noticed that we're here." Yes, Naruto. Thank you for pointing out that she turned her head slightly to the left. And Sakura goes, "Gulp."
Reasonable.
He's veering slightly to the left. Oh man, that guy's great at maneuvers. He must be an expert pilot.
Haha, Family Guy. Haha, Family Guy. Anyway, as Obito says here, we must consider that she might sense us when we jump into her dimension with Kamui. And then she turns to Naruto, who's the real Naruto. And Kakashi points this out. She doesn't look like she cares about us at all. And then she rushes in towards Naruto, as he says, "Yes, come here. You want my chakra, don't you?" Well, he thinks this anyway. "Yes, come here. You want my chakra, don't you?" And we get speed lines as she rushes in, and Obito activates the jutsu.
Or his Kamui.
Kamui.
Yes.
My Kamui. Kamui.
Yep.
Come you.
Wow, sorry. Kamui.
No,
Yeah,
it's Kamui. I'm just saying Kamui.
Oh.
So then,
Screw
so then Naruto here thinks it's pointless to use big techniques because she'll just use what works best on her. And it's pointless to use taijutsu and divert... Oh, wait, no.
What works best on? What works best on her?
I'm reading too fast.
Yep. He's keeping up with the speed lines.
Yep. So Naruto says here, it's pointless to use big techniques. She'll just blast them all away. So what works best on her, though, is diversions and taijutsu.
What we see as a sign of Naruto using the famous sexy reverse harem jutsu and Naruto punching her out.
That he apparently practices in secret.
Uh-huh.
Because I wasn't there for that podcast, so I just feel like pointing it out that he somehow practices that in secret more often than the Rasengan.
I think it's
perfect
because
my male technique.
probably because Naruto doesn't understand what makes a male attractive. I'm guessing.
In Manga Panda, apparently it just cuts off. It just says it's pointless to use big techniques. She'll just, and then what works best on her.
Yeah, that happened.
So then over on the next page, Naruto keeps on thinking, since sexy jutsu isn't going to work anymore, I'll have to go back to my roots.
But sexy jutsu was his roots, though.
I have to go back. Yeah. I have to go back to roots.
I'll have to go back to my roots. I'll corner her with that. When she tries to escape with that door again, I'll enter in as well. As he thinks back here for a moment when Sasuke was pulled in.
And that was when Sasuke was pulled in. That was when she was escaping when Naruto and Sasuke were trying to steal her.
The image is blurry, alright? For all I know, they could be fucking each other, and then she just says, "Whoop, I'm out of here."
Oh, no.
And, well, no, Sasu fandom would be happy about that.
And I'm out of here.
And then Naruto continues on thinking here. And after I enter that door, I'll look for Sasuke, because I can still feel his chakra clearly.
That's anyway.
And then Kaguya says, This is my dimension! You cannot do anything! And then another inner monologue, but this time by the seven-tailed dolphin horse.
I thought it was the five tails.
Yeah,
I think the
tails,
seven
tails.
tails is the giant insect thing.
Yeah.
Five tails, four tails. It's a dolphin horse, is what I remember.
The
True.
dolphin horse.
And apparently a girl, based on the anime.
Yeah.
It's a girl?
The anime gave her a female voice, so yeah.
The hell? Whatever. I don't. No.
So the dolphin horse says here, "Are you ready, Naruto? I'll take chakra to the boiling point." Okay, this is my problem with Manga Panda, though. They take everything, they literally translate everything, and I hate having going back and forth between Manga Stream and Manga Panda to see what the hell are they talking about, if it makes any sense.
Why did it
But
say Manga Stream then?
because Manga Stream, well, I'm already on Manga Panda. Why the hell would I go back to Manga Stream when they dropped Naruto for 7 to 8 months? But anyway, the dolphin horse says, "I'll take chakra to the boiling point." Naruto shouts out, "Yeah!" As he proceeds to break/melt the ice. Kaguya notices this as he shatters the ice apart, and he shuts out, "Whoa!"
It's funny how, well, that's steam, so it should break, but couldn't he have just combined two of them? He couldn't he have used the Son Goku's manga? Or magma?
Or Manda-based fire?
I guess yeah, or the Two Tails also has a fire. Jeez. Damn, there's like quite a few tail bases that he could have used here. Oh well.
Oh well. Anyway, with this attack, he separates. He puts quite a bit of distance between the two.
I guess he punched her out. Like he punched her back.
Maybe, or maybe he did the Vegeta attack, where Big Bang kind of attack, where he just uses air and energy to push the whatever's in the vicinity forward. But anyway, so they get a considerable distance in between each other as Kaguya crashes to one end of the spectrum and Naruto crashes to the other. As the group down below is amazed by this, well, Sakura anyway.
Wow.
and then then Kurama says, "I prepare chakra for you too, Naruto." And Naruto says, "Thanks, Kurama." As Naruto performs his most famous jutsu in his famous hand-signed multi-shadow clone jutsu.
Which you have to admit, Yasuda has been using a lot lately. He's been. Yeah, the shadow clone.
I just like how it's slowly been becoming where I don't even have to say multi-shadow clone anymore. I just can create 1,000 with just the regular shadow clone technique. Kind of like how Ichigo apparently can use the Getsuga Tensho sometimes without
saying his name?
Saying the name, and it somehow comes out at like a pretty powerful blast. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that we're getting lazy nowadays and, let's just say Kaji no Buchu or Kaji no thing, whatever. So kind of like, and then sometimes he'll say multi-shadow clone and he'll only make like 5. It's like, what? Anyway.
So Naruto proceeds to gang up on her with all these clones, but Kaguya here thrusts her right hand forward, with the sound effect flap, by the way, as multiple fist barrage. Well, actually, I don't. Multiple fists pop out and start punching the fuck out of the shadow clones. As Naruto pushes on through and says, "Now this is my dimension!" And then he punches. And then he proceeds to do his most patented technique, Naruto Uzumaki Barrage!
Yeah, in the Japanese version.
I know. In the Japanese version, you say the last name first and then the first name. But I watch the English dub, and the English dub goes like Naruto Uzumaki Barrage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
is this the 2K Barrage finally?
Yeah,
it hasn't been seen since the Gara battle. I mean, seriously, why wouldn't you use 2K Barrage?
Waste of chakra? Waste of chakra, I'm guessing? Waste of chakra, and everyone's so damn fast.
Probably.
Well, I guess, but I mean, for whatever reason, Naruto's never smart enough to have all his clones attack at one time in some pretty important battles.
In defense,
he'll always have one clone attack at one time, and they'll always be blocked. Like, for whatever reason, everyone on the planet can block Naruto's clone techniques.
Well, not anymore.
We're just watching right now that she's blocking the techniques.
She is the final boss, and she does have the Byakugan. It's kind of like she has every reason to block it.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of amazed because if you actually look, it looks like Kage is like lifting her up, so it proves she does have legs under that dress.
I still think that she's shorter. It's just I kind of find it funny that her hair's longer than her actual body.
I know that they're just like, what the hell's with the hair? Okay, anyway, so
now we have Naruto being badass here, at least if for only a moment, as Kaguya does her "I am Jesus pose. If you look down there, really small. Well, it's not so small, but she does have her arms spread out.
Yeah. And then she opens up a portal, and then Obito decides to follow in.
As Naruto says, she opened it. Yes, Naruto, thank you for telling us that she opened it. We really couldn't tell by the black void that says Zoo.
Zoo. Zoo. No.
Zoo, motherfucker, zoo.
Zoo, motherfucker, zoo.
So anyway, Kaguya enters the hall, Obito activates his Kamui, and Naruto here says, I, the real one, will go!
Maybe don't deal for a second there? Like, I, Dio, will follow Kaguya, because I, Dio, love talking to myself in the third person.
Wink, wink, Joey. This is a trap card. It will fall for my trap. X-nay on the trap card, hey, you. Ooh, trick card. Damn it, Joey. Way to blow my cover.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, dumbass. I know!
Yeah.
Shut up! Anyway, so Kaguya pops up in this really weird place. We do know what this place is, but right now it's not telling us what this place is. So she pops up in this really weird place that looks like Utah, if it had stripes. As she looks around and sees that Naruto has popped in as well. And Black Zetsu goes, he got in here? No way!
I wonder if this, someone had like a theory that this might be like the 5 elements or whatever for the ninjutsu, or ninjutsu was all created or something. So who knows, maybe this neutral zone, I don't know, because why would sand, well, I guess sand represents wind. I don't know.
I can only...
It's not a busted theory just yet. I mean, until they tell us otherwise.
They did say there was six universes, though, so...
What I'm wondering is how the anime will color whatever place they're in now.
Right.
Because, like I said, it looks like Utah if it had stripes. Well, will they actually paint it semi-orangish red with stripes? Who knows? Anyway. So we have another panel here with Black Zetsu thinking vanished. And then he says here, it seems that more than one got inside. But the other 2 ran out of power and vanished. Clones don't have enough chakra to last, so you must be the real one. And what if I am? Shouts Naruto. And
yeah, go ahead.
You go.
And then Black Zetsu more or less is talking to his mama's boy. Mom, he got into this first dimension. It's the place that links to the other 5 dimensions. We can't let him stay here.
He might be able to get to Sasuke's place thanks to their yin-yang connection. And then it's really... With these first 2 panels, it's clear who's talking, but this one, it took me a while to figure out if Kaguya's actually one thinking here, or is it still Black Zetsu. But this is still Black Zetsu. This shinobi is unpredictable. With that weird technique earlier, we must definitely... Dun dun dun! Kill him off! And then Kaguya says, no, I must absorb their chakra. And of course, Black Zetsu protests. No! You use lots of chakra when you switch dimensions. You should save it for You should save that technique for later. And we shouldn't keep talking to him. If he seals you, we're back right where we started. And it's true that you'll lose a lot of chakra, but we don't need his
现在
chakra
吃饭了，
anymore.
你先去挑嘴，回来再你再讲。
Why is it dog?
姐姐要去，姐姐太去。你要是要现享受，就先去讲。
Yeah.
So then he said, where are you guys on?
Black Zetsu says, we shouldn't keep him. We shouldn't keep talking to him. If he seals you, we're right back where we started. We'll end up right back where we started. It's true that you'll lose a lot of chakra, but we don't need his chakra anymore. It's still better than our plan being ruined. And Kage here clearly ponders for a moment before she says, you are right. And then spikes come out from her back as Naruto gazes on in surprise.
Bone technique.
Sorry.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually was her bones that she's pulling out.
Kimimaru.
Yeah, China has like a theory about that too.
Kimimaru technique.
Yep.
Or whatever the heck. She's
like
owner of all
China's
bloodlines.
Yeah, well, she would be. She got the chakra and everything.
Okay.
We know the Sharingan comes from her.
Even though she seems to use the Byakugan a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, I know. This is the most focused the Byakugan's ever gotten since Neji was an important character. Or when Hinata wasn't obsessive.
You mean
So,
part
yeah.
1?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, for all of Naruto's reaction time, I'm surprised that he focused solely on one technique. On the one arrow. It kind of feels like a little broken that he got hit by. I mean, I guess it was just to show that he could get hit by a technique, but it just seems like he's been capable of like dodging a hell of a lot more.
That's why there's a theory that I'll explain it afterwards. But then comes the next page, which caused the entire NaruSaku fandom to be horrified for a little while.
But first,
we gotta get through the whole.
But first, Kaguya opens up another hole in the dimensions as she shoots, presumably her arm bone, and Black Zetsu says here, with this I can kill him. Tomogoroshi no haikotsu! And the author's note says, literal translation, ash bones of mutual killing. So, double suicide?
Yeah, it's like thinking, where's the mutual? It seemed to be pretty one-sided here.
So anyway, she shoots her bone through the hole, which pops up behind Naruto, and he dodges it. Or does he? Because another one immediately ends up in the middle of his abdomen.
Ouch.
And then Black Zetsu says, die! And it starts crumbling away. Naruto starts crumbling away. As he goes, whoa!
Seriously, that is one of the more horrifying images I've seen. And it's not even just the Naruto series, but anime in general. That's pretty fucked up.
You know, if this is well, it probably is a clone because someone pointed out that the spears aren't on his back.
Yeah.
But I made it notice, or I made the mention earlier or something, or well, in the forum anyway, that Naruto's clones have actually become a hell of a lot more durable than what they've been in the past.
He did summon a clone that beat 2 Kages.
Yeah, I mean, it took a crap ton of damage, survived the whole Madara onslaught, and then finally
disappeared.
It disappeared.
Willingly.
Yeah.
It's like, you want to hit me? That ain't gonna happen.
That either means that he's putting more chakra into the durability, into it, or the whole. No, I mean, because even during the pain arc, I mean, his clones more or less were pretty durable, but they still, after a hit or two, they would disperse.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Maybe the fact that he's with Kurama fully now makes his clones a whole hell lot more better. I don't know.
You mean with all 9-tailed beasts?
Or, well, that too, but I mean, the clone that took on the 2 Kage was only base mode.
Yeah, true.
Base Biju mode.
Yeah, true.
Which wasn't even Kurama working together with him. It was just...
Want to go to the next page, the last page?
While Naruto disintegrates here, the hole beside Kaguya remains open, while the hole behind Naruto closes. As Black Zetsu, or at least as Kaguya steps in, Black Zetsu says, "Now the clones in the ice world should have disappeared." So then Kaguya enters in and the hole closes. But as soon as it closes, Obito and Sakura step in, and Obito comments here, "Thanks to Naruto, we were able to hide in my dimension, but neither him nor his clones are left, so I can only rely on you, Sakura." And Sakura says, "I know." And then, back in the ice world, Kaguya, and presumably Black Zetsu as well, stands in confusion, as Black Zetsu says, "Wait a minute, we killed the original, so why didn't they disappear?" And meanwhile down below, Kakashi says, "It seems I entered fine, Obito."
Why
I
what
think
the hell
it's
does
a
he mean?
mistranslation, I think.
Yeah, because that
on
made
the other side it says, "It seems he entered fine."
that makes sense. A little bit more.
Like
It's just like seems you've meant to mention it, Obito. So yeah.
Obito and Sakura had to save Sasuke, but I mean, Naruto is probably going to be also shoehorned into that again, still somehow.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of interested with. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna have to find Sasuke because the other 2 don't know where the hell, and I mean, they can't just go. I mean, Obito can't just blindly continue to use his stuff, otherwise they'll get trapped in the dimension.
Yeah, they might go back to the lava one.
Yeah.
Okay then, that was the chapter.
And yes, our chapter ends there, saying tune in next week. Or rather, you can't tune in because we're not watching this on TV. We are reading it on a website, but nevertheless.
You know, that was quite probably the fastest manga reading ever. Like, what was it like?
It's the normal 17 pages or whatever.
No, I mean like how fast we went through it though. Feels like
it took 45 minutes.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, we had to cut off.
I didn't exactly know how far.
But
don't. Well, any thoughts?
I liked it. It was interesting to say. It was interesting to see that in the end, yeah, Sasuke, despite all his powers, is kind of bringing the team down a bit. Like it's like Naruto's still competent all by himself, and Sasuke really isn't. And it's actually interesting to see that Sakura getting Sakura focused, so that's nice.
Basically, how I saw the chapter was exactly how I started off the whole first page, saying if you're confused, then you're probably in the right state of mind. Because there was nothing that particularly seemed straightforward in this. I mean, the only thing straightforward was the fact that we knew that Obito, I guess, can sync up both Kamui with the parallel dimension thing. But now we're like left with the whole, well, we know Naruto's alive, but we don't know what necessarily, if that was a clone or if he has like some regenerative ability or whatever else. And then we still don't know, I guess, now it left us with what is Kyuga's plan, particularly if she can't absorb chakra or something.
You know, if she wants to absorb chakra.
Well, she wants to absorb, but she wasn't going to absorb Naruto's. What, is she going to absorb everyone else's?
Didn't she already absorb anyone else's?
I have no idea.
No,
yeah,
not yet.
And then we still have the whole Kage thing, the 4 Kages.
I have to admit, I was surprised that the Sage of Six Paths made another appearance. I was completely sure like he was not going to appear anymore. It's like, huh, that's actually pretty smart because the former two are still there,
Like
kind of.
so we do know that there is a regenerative ability for the Sage or whatever because Madara's legs were still like left behind. So, and we saw Madara come back.
Steve?
Madara come back with legs.
Uh-huh.
So it was like he must have had a regenerative ability. So even if that Naruto was maybe Naruto has the cell bullshit
Cell style?
the cell regenerative ability where if one of my cells survives I can
Oh
regenerate.
god, that one. That cell.
Yeah, the cell from Dragon Ball Z. Or even Boo. Maybe ungodly regenerative abilities.
Well,
Apparently for Boo,
well,
you had to destroy his
that-
atoms.
okay, yeah. With Cell, it was every last cell. With Boo, it's every last molecule.
Yeah.
Seriously, like you have to break down molecular bonds. It's so broken.
Basically, the spirit bomb was just like a cop out in a sense. It was like, it was so big that it just destroyed every last piece of Boo from regenerating.
It finally had a purpose.
When Vegeta basically did that with his explosion, and it somehow didn't destroy all the.
he made him into a cloud.
Yeah.
Is the thing. So
Yeah.
Okay, this is Dragon Ball Z.
Anyway, it was a good chapter, but it still felt more confusing than some of the more other chapters, I guess.
I still feel
if
like
Naruto made it in, where the heck is he? Or if he didn't make it in, then what was the point of having him say that? Oh, I'm gonna make it.
I don't know. Kishi's got a interesting fighting style. He confuses the hell out of us, and then he reveals it. We think it's asshole. Then we look back, like, oh my god, he actually set this up. It's just.
So I'm gonna be. I don't know where this next one could go. I mean, they could continue on, or he could do what he normally does and go to a completely different subject matter, or we could see what Sasuke is doing, which we learned he couldn't really do much.
Yay! Now, actually, there's one thing I do know that won't happen. It will not be a NaruSaku moment, as the NaruSaku fandom is thinking.
I mean, there's not really a huge possibility. I mean, the only thing that I could think of is maybe Obito dies before getting there, but that still doesn't do much. If anything, it's a closure moment. What could potentially happen?
It was going a little too far there.
I don't know.
Yeah. Steve, your thoughts?
yeah, overall it wasn't bad. This chapter wasn't bad, but I feel as if the pacing could have been a little bit better, and again, this is off of the translators. Maybe they could take a little bit more time in translating, or at least do a little bit better job, because when I first read this, I had to go back and forth between, at least on certain things, I had to go back and forth between Manga Panda and Manga Stream, and no, I will not go back to Manga Stream. I'm already on Manga Panda for the past 250 or so chapters, so really I can't go back to Manga Stream unless Manga Panda stops producing chapters. But anyway, that's besides the point. The pacing, could have been a little bit better. Cliffhanger, it's really weak. As far as cliffhangers go, it's really weak. It's not even that much of a cliffhanger, but with the only mystery aspect of it being, is this Naruto the actual Naruto, or is he a clone? More than likely, he is a clone, because as evident by the other multiple clones that are still there. Kaguya, the fight so far, I will say that I like seeing the Naruto Uzumaki barrage. I like that comeback. I like that he's trying to be a little bit smarter about this. I mean, he has been smart before, as evident with his
The pain
many other
fight.
fights. Yeah,
Yeah.
with Pain and with Kakazu.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it the one where he learned the whole
Yes,
process?
that was him.
You know, so, but
And-
overall, I'd give this chapter about a 7 out of 10. It's
And-
Yeah,
it's good,
that's
but
being
it's
a
not
little
great.
lenient.
It's
I'd
good,
say
but
6.57. Probably.
it's good, but it's not great. Is all
Yeah,
I'm
well,
saying.
The thing that's saving it is this nostalgia perfect. The
Yeah, I think I don't know if it's just per nostalgia, but I think like he did do an interesting fight. That's at least that well. And yeah, like even if the ending isn't necessarily good, there are some questions of what's going to happen now.
Obviously, yeah, but no, nevertheless, it's just Kakashi standing there saying Obito made it.
What's that going to be to my question? What the hell's Kakashi going to be doing? Like what? Is he going to like bring out his Icha books and like pass the time?
Maybe, or he could possibly try to hide himself, even though he probably couldn't do a good job of that because,
Yakugan?
or yeah, or you know, he could just take the route of, okay, I've made it this far. I wouldn't be surprised if I died. So yeah,
And so he takes off his mask and finally shows us what the Naruto fandom's been really wanting to know for the last 15 years.
15. Let's see, 1999. Yeah, last 15.
But yeah, but either way, but there's also a good point of I actually want to say that have you noticed that ever since Sakura came out of the Kamui world, I mean when the Team Seven reunited, it like the chapters like the narrative feels a bit different. The narrative structure feels a bit different. Like it's like beforehand, it always felt like it was more focused on Naruto, like Naruto was the sole character. Now it feels like more spread out.
I suppose to an extent that's true.
It was mainly Naruto and Sasuke though, since that
Yeah.
whole power-up thing.
Yeah.
Not even that really. Sasuke, I feel, hasn't been getting that much focus. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like Sakura's been the one who's getting the most focus besides Naruto.
The only reason she's getting focus is because Sasuke is being blunt about Kakashi and Sakura.
No, there's that, but I just mean like a comparison. Like the last few chapters, Sakura's been the one who's been getting, besides Naruto's been getting the most dialogue, and like we've actually been showing her reaction shots the most. It's just kind of, well, this is just my opinion, so I could be wrong, so whatever.
Not all panel time is necessarily good panel time.
I know, I'm not saying that. I just feel like the focus is a bit more, like the narrative is making her a bit more important than Sasuke right now. That's all I'm saying. Like in terms of character
Yes
focus.
and no, I'll say. I mean, yes, because she's on panel, like you're saying, but no in the sense that everyone's mission apparently right now is to once again find Sasuke.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it just feels that way to me.
Yeah, I guess maybe.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, Sasuke is still, despite not doing anything right now, he's the bigger focus because everyone's trying to get him back.
If James was here, he'd be like swallowing his blood from rage right now.
I didn't actually
No,
have much of a problem with this chapter.
Yeah, he didn't have a problem with this chapter.
Yeah,
I
well,
did find it confusing though, like I said. But
yeah, like I've been feeling like ever since the Infinite Tsukuyomi was created, I feel like Naruto's been taking quite a bit of an influence from Neon Genesis. Mostly in terms of how
I wouldn't go that far. For those of you who don't know what happens in Neon Genesis, well, Neon Genesis has a very tiny thread of a story that really it's better told in the movies than it is in the anime. But even then, the movies,
How confusing.
yeah. But anyway, so I wouldn't exactly go that far.
No, I'm just saying that he does seem to be taking some. I'm not saying he's taking a lot of influence, but he's definitely taking some pages out of it. Like Kage reminds me, like the Kage character reminds me a lot of Eve as a character.
Well, how so?
And it's like she's just like this big, strong person who stored everything, and the basic plan is like to copy something of hers. Like the big plan of the big plan of the bad guys is to have them awaken Adam or Eve in this case and become like this whole the instrumental, which is NGE. In this case, Madara was trying to gain the same power as Eve, and not Eve, but try to copy the same power as Kaguya and do what Kaguya used to do herself. It's just like it just feels like they have a sudden link there, per se.
I guess if you look at it that way, I suppose I'd agree with you there. But again, usually with works of fiction, you just write what you know, and sometimes you take influence from other things. So I wouldn't be too surprised.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like
I know, but I'm saying here I wouldn't be too surprised if that was the semi sort of case.
Sure. Any questions?
I haven't received any questions. What about you, Mangareader? You get any questions from, let's say, Blue Star?
I haven't seen any on the chat side. I think the last post was from.
Okay, so then let's talk predictions. Not what's going to happen next chapter, but let's go into a little bit of a
further ahead.
Yeah, a little further ahead with the Kages. Now, they are gathered, and obviously they haven't done anything so far. Now the question is, what are they going to do? Or is, as far as is the Sage of Six, the Force Ghost Sage of Six Paths, is he going to somehow open up this dimensional rift? Or, I think so, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know if the Sage of Six Paths as a ghost has that much power.
Well, he seems to be pretty feared by just about everyone who, well, not feared, but other than Naruto, everyone else seems to know him quite well. That's seen him. I'm just surprised he was inside Madara. His legs.
I actually kind of thought it was weird, but it actually makes sense because it was the past reincarnations of Ashura and Indra interacting with each other.
I guess.
How do they get in? They can't learn the jutsu because you need a very specific set of conditions to do it.
And they don't exactly have it.
Sorry. We don't know specifically what those conditions are, but we're basically assuming it's all three eyes techniques at once, or maybe Obito's eye technique. But I don't know.
I wouldn't even know if Obito's eye technique is enough. He said like he can sync with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like he can't use it per se, but he needs to be able to know where they are, and we already know that. Like based on this, like we can probably safely assume that where like Team 7 plus Obito are, they're all in their separate dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not on Earth. We can safely assume that now.
Right. Although I will say, here's another little, well, okay, this isn't a prediction of mine, I'm just throwing out an idea. Let's say they don't figure out a way to get in, but somehow Kakashi, through Obito, figures a way to get out.
Huh.
Now, on previous podcasts, we've said that maybe some of the Hokages would help in releasing the people alongside with Kakashi. How would they manage to achieve that is the question. Would they... Oh, I don't know. Ultimately have to kill Kaguya in order to break down that tree, or would they figure out something?
Well, apparently Minato somehow being such a badass he could break down trees without even having arms. That he tried it and it didn't work. The second also tried it, so we know destroying the tree isn't going to work. Except for the fact that the tree's everywhere and has everything, so I don't think destroying the tree is that easy. It seems like they have to undo it, so maybe they need Sasuke for that, but I don't know. Also, there's also Chade's theory that seems to think that Sakura will somehow undo the jutsu, and so far, she's been disturbingly correct.
I don't know if made a jutsu that's unbreakable, but
I don't know, somehow. It's just like there are points in which like Chade's theories that like, let's say Chade has a record for her theories being disturbingly correct. Well, I don't know, like so far it's on the road to being correct. I don't know if it will actually happen, but you never know.
It might not. Who knows?
Also the fact that we just don't even know what the hell the infinite Tsukuyomi really is as a jutsu. Like, we don't actually know its mechanics or anything.
Well, we know what the Tsukuyomi is, apparently.
Yeah, well, but then, like, why is the infinite so much stronger? Like, it's definitely different because, like, the trees are a special part of it, too.
Because it turns your eyes into Rinnegan.
Maybe it's sort of like the Matrix, where the tree somehow implants its root in the base of the neck or in the base of the skull, and they just transmit the false reality.
Which NH fans seem to take as foreshadowing. Yeah, I'm pretty bitter. I'm really bitter towards the NH and SS fandoms. Like, it's just like at this point, I just don't even want to try to be nice to these guys anymore. I've tried. It's like they always like piss on me. It's like I just don't even want to.
Yeah, some people on the internet are like that, even in our fandom.
Oh yeah, very much so. But there was one thing I actually want to know. What the hell is Kaguya's plan? Like, why the hell does she need all these white Zetsus?
Maybe the better question is Black Zetsu the true mastermind behind everything? Okay, so James has brought up this theory before, but now it's more clear that there are two personalities clashing within her body, herself and Black Zetsu. So now, here's the theory I have. Maybe Okay, you all know Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, Venom.
Venom. So maybe Black Zetsu is like a symbiote sort of thing, where he brings out the negative aspects in all people's thoughts, whoever he controls. So in this case, his mom, and so he brings out negative thoughts and enhances these thoughts to the point where it becomes her personality, or at least people think it becomes her personality, her new personality. Sort of like, sort of like Spider-Man now with it just made him think differently than he would normally think.
Is that Mr. Negative or whatever the hell?
No, it's like Venom. I guess that's a possibility.
The anti-Venom, I know that. I'm just saying.
I don't know how anti-Venom works.
Anti-Venom was because he still had
cancer.
Venom. He had the symbiote cancer cells in him, so he needed to get it reversed or whatever the hell. So it reversed him, but then it gave him like an anti-symbiote suit, which
Destroy our
then
symbiotes.
destroyed anything that had any contact with a symbiote, would destroy their powers and whatnot. So that's why Spider-Man couldn't get within range of him, otherwise he'd be losing his spider powers too.
Yeah. So,
No, you go ahead.
you have a point there. Maybe? Like, we don't, like, to be sure, we don't exactly know what Black Setsu really is. Like, he's the one himself who said he was born this way, so he was the one manipulating the Uchiha clan for decades, not even decades, like centuries. So, yeah, he could be lying.
I'm beautiful in my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby. I was born this way. But all joking aside.
Maybe.
But this also brings something else to my mind. How if maybe Black Zetsu isn't like some sort of alien being that just sort of pops out of nowhere. Maybe okay, so how when Naruto faced his dark half in the waterfall, right?
So
The
you're just saying,
waterfall.
like,
So
so,
maybe one day, sometime a long time ago in their universe, Kaguya tried to purge herself of all the negative emotions in her, and she tries out this jutsu, but for whatever reason, maybe all that negativity was so powerful that it became an entity,
so,
or maybe,
so, so what, so what happened in Dragon Ball when Kami decided to separate himself and he created Piccolo?
well, no, sort of, but like either either it was too powerful and it became an entity on its own, or through the jutsu itself in trying to separate it somehow became sentient and formed emotions and feelings and its own personality and became this thing. Because it's clear because there is clear evidence, for example, this chapter, but also I think 2 chapters ago there was an instance where she's crying, and
Yeah,
it's
right.
seemingly, at least in that moment, it's just for no reason. In that moment, she has no reason to cry, but she's crying anyway.
Oh, we did have an image of what Hamura and Hakumomo used to look like. So, well then.
Or maybe it could be or maybe it could be exactly like how with Kami split himself in two. She witnesses something horrific, so horrific that this negativity within her just has to come out and form another personality.
Actually, I have a question. Like in terms of the next one, like, what do you think Sakura is going to be doing next? Because we know like she and Obito are going to be doing something, but what's she going to do?
I don't know. I want to say it's too soon to say. I want to say it's too soon to say what exactly she's going to do, but we can haphazard a guess. Maybe, I don't know. Somehow Obito will be able to open up, let's say, 6 doors at once, and all they have to do is stick their head inside.
And so Sakura's the one to find Sasuke.
Yeah. And this is a joke here. Or she sticks her head inside one of the holes, and it turns out to be a world that's made out of entirely hot salami.
Hot
salami. Speculation. I mean, I wonder if maybe going back to the whole 6 paths things, maybe he gives the 4 Kage the ability to cut the tree down, maybe? I mean, if Naruto and Sasuke have the sealing jutsu to seal her, maybe he'll give the others the ability.
I think the only person he could give that to was Hashirama, and even then, that Hashirama isn't alive, so that may not work.
Nevertheless,
knows?
it's plausible.
Possible, sure.
Maybe he'll somehow bring him back to life.
Who else is
That'd
there?
be-
Kabuto's probably absorbed inside the Infinite Tsukuyomi.
Yeah, I'm just saying that maybe he, with his Rinnegan abilities, despite being a pure chakra, maybe he'll bring the four of them. I wonder what would happen if the fourth Hokage got brought back to life. Would he just have no arm?
That would be depressing.
My arms!
It's like I finally am alive and I can't hug my son. Damn it!
Well, it doesn't hurt him right now because he's basically just a zombie.
Yeah, true.
So if he was alive, he'd be like probably bleeding out. Oh my god!
Maybe if he made in a way that the nerve endings are dead, so it doesn't. Why are we talking about this? Okay, another question.
Okay,
It's not so much.
Pat, back to your question. What would Sakura do? What would Sakura do to help with Obito? She might end up finding Sasuke, or somehow in the next chapter, Naruto just pops up behind Obito and says, "So, how are things going?" Something like that, and.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's also the idea that maybe Sakura will go to you know how there's been like in the ice world, in the ice world and in the lava world, there was like two castles. So people wondering what's the point of the castles. So Chade also thought maybe Sakura will be the one who goes to the castle, because like in the 679 cover, Sakura was pointing to the castle. So you don't know.
I don't know if those castles make anything.
I don't know. Kishimoto's is like ridiculously, like, he loves to put like subtle hints that we don't notice, and later on it's like later on when he moves. No, that's not good.
So yeah, that's also that's also something plausible. But those castles, yeah, they probably do serve a purpose, and although I also wouldn't be surprised if they're just there for artistic background decoration.
They don't have to be, but I don't know. Like either way, I wouldn't. I don't know. But to be sure, I will say this: Kishimoto has been a guy who loves using little bits of details that are right in your face, and then he loves just slapping, saying it was in your face, like with the whole Obito Toby thing. Like, it was obvious in English and Japanese from what I heard.
With Toby?
Yeah, like apparently in kanji, like the two kanji for Toby and Obito just flipped around. That's it.
Well, no, Obito needs one more O. But besides, yeah, it's obvious. It's an anagram anyway.
No, I was talking about in the actual Japanese. How they actually use the kanji for Obito and Toby. Like, they have the same two kanji letters. It's just the positions are reversed apparently.
Yeah. So.
I think Mangareader is paused something.
Yeah. So yeah, Obito. So yeah, those castles, yeah, they probably do serve a purpose. Yeah. More than likely, they do serve a purpose.
They just background till another method. I wonder if we'll go into those castles. Yeah, they might serve a purpose.
So
I have a question. Did any of you guys ever imagine seeing the Naruto Uzumaki barrage again?
No, I never thought I'd see it again after he used it up against Gaara.
Yeah, like it's like the anime filler loved to have Naruto. That was like became Naruto's like signature move for a while. They even ignored the Rasengan for a while to do that technique. No idea why.
Yeah. Yeah, they sort of did. But probably just to put a little bit more emphasis on reminding people, hey, remember when he did this? Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Pepperidge Farm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farm indeed remembers.
So but I actually like it how Naruto's been like reusing his old techniques and everything.
Probably just to make Kish remember, to remind people, yes, I do remember what Naruto's techniques are.
I'm just more amazed Kishi remembers all this shit.
Well, it's basically because Naruto is probably one of the most... Well, Sakura technically also doesn't have too many techniques either. But,
When
for
you
the main
punch-
character, it seems like main characters always are put into these underdog situations by having, like, limited, very, very limited techniques.
Not really. Luffy's are like thousands.
But they all revolve around his ability, I mean, I guess to say. Like, Luffy might be the one guy that breaks it, because Goku only had the Kameo Wave and the
Spirit Bomb and
Spirit Bomb. And then
And
the,
instant
and-
transmission.
Kaioken.
which he didn't use ever again after getting
Yeah.
the
Saiyan.
Super Saiyan technique. And then he
I-
also... He had Solar Flare, but he didn't use that all that often.
And one time Destructo Disc. But that
Yeah.
was only, again, one time, and that was against Super Boo.
Which,
I am legitimately sorry.
and then, I guess the Ki Blasts, but those don't necessarily...
Those are generic techniques. Like it's like I guess it'd be like the body swap in Naruto. Like everyone knows it's not that special.
I mean, transformations kind of shouldn't be considered techniques all the same, at least in my opinion, because other than a power boost, they really don't give you anything. Kind of like Ichigo's Bankai didn't really give him anything other than an increased speed and a...
Which everyone else later on was able to follow him anyway, so it was kind of pointless.
But it made him look cooler.
To the point.
Transformations make everyone look cooler.
Yeah, it's like to the point in that huge Shonen Jump anniversary thing, they didn't use Ichigo in his normal form. They used him in his Bankai form.
Yep.
I have to say, I actually like how Naruto handles his power-ups, because I was for a second there scared that they were just going to ignore Sage Mode, but, Sage Mode is pretty important, still very important.
Especially when used in conjunction with the Tailed Beast Cloak.
So yeah, that was badass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, side note, do you guys like his code look better, or do you like his look before him when he had that big coat?
I gotta be honest, I liked him when he had the coat, but either way it works.
Yeah, true. I like the coat. How about you, Mangareader?
I don't have an opinion. Okay. No, but
Oh,
no, but seriously.
I don't have an opinion. Nope. I don't know.
You like them both?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
no, go ahead.
well, yeah, I guess I like them both, but that's... I mean, I don't really have much to say about it.
Well, here's something else that's on my mind. So I'm gonna go back to talking about Black Zetsu here. So do you guys can sort of agree that Black Zetsu may be a manifestation of the Ten Tails itself?
Maybe.
Because here's the thing, with the Ten Tails sealed up in the moon,
I don't think
And-
it's not. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
okay, so how the sage this is just me talking about more specifically about the tailed beasts themselves. Now I've been thinking for a while here with the tailed beasts. I can imagine that that they weren't always this shall we say cynical about the people they've been sealed up in, because, well, for one thing, they are sentient beings. They're mainly chakra from the 10 tails, split up into 9 pieces, but nevertheless, they are sentient. They do have feelings, and the first interaction with a human they've ever had was with the Sage of Six Paths. And obviously, he probably showered them with love and affection, so much so. But then, I want to say, do you think that they picked up their cynicism with being inside a host and witnessing hatred and true human nature and the like? Do you think that's how they became cynical about things? Like, yeah, I don't care. You can just die for all I care. I'll just be in someone else.
I think it's a mix between just how humans treated them and that, because based on how we already know that's kind of true. Because remember the chapter which we had the Sataku having a flashback. He was talking to the very first monk. He's saying, "Oh, I've seen what you guys do. You guys just try and fight my powers, and you guys really aren't that. You guys are supposedly better than me, but you guys are just messed up. Look how they're treating you, for example." I just feel I think it's a mix, because one, based on how the fourth said, based on how the four-tail said, "Oh, you guys just keep protecting my power. You don't even imagine it." I just feels like how humans just kept on trying to manipulate them, and then they saw how humans treated each other. I guess you could say he just saw you guys you don't treat us right. You don't even treat your own people right. What's the point? You could probably say. So I guess it's a mix.
A mix. I don't know. The whole Shikaku thing made it sound like he was like that from the get-go or whatever. He was all into killing or something, and then making his own host suffer, which was kind of weird when they first introduced it, and then it didn't really help afterwards. But let's see, the Nine Tails said that he was hatred incarnate, so who knows, maybe after the Six Paths died, he didn't feel like anyone else was worthy or whatever. I know he didn't like Kushina, didn't like
Hashirama, Minato.
He really hated Madara.
Who likes
Obito.
Madara?
Well, no one, but Hashirama likes Madara.
Don't get the shipper started.
And then Eight Tails said he was once a rambunctious guy till he met B, and then I don't know, the other tailed beasts just kind of seemed to like their host didn't particularly like them. They didn't. So it might have just started with the whole host thing where, oh, I hate you, so you hate me, and then we're both hated together at the same time by everyone else around us. So,
well,
our lives suck.
Well, yeah,
that's because
and
because that's what Son Goku made it out to sound like.
Yeah, but I want to think that maybe they met some nice people, again referencing back to Shukaku's very first host, that monk who said who befriended him, and Shukaku says he is the only guy I respect. He was the only guy I respected until Gaara came along, or until you changed Gaara anyway, or at least that's what he told Naruto.
Well, told himself.
It would make sense. I mean, I don't know why he'd lie to Naruto anyway.
Wasn't he just thinking to himself?
Yeah, I forget.
Even if I don't know, maybe not. I know he was talking. I thought he was talking to Gaara or something about it.
He was. I know he definitely was talking to Gaara about that. But it's interesting. It's just it's kind of interesting to go with it's that's what the readers also thought. We just thought the tail beasts were just monsters for the longest time.
Whoa, for the longest time.
I like to think of the Jing. I like to think the Ten Tails as, let's say, the seal and the Ten Tails itself as, let's say, something, let's say in the Legend of Zelda, like some sort of secret power that you need 9 keys to open. And who are those 9 keys? The keys themselves are the tailed beasts. And the Jinchuri keys themselves are the,
Guardians?
let's say, the keepers. The keeper of the keys. So when you collect all 9 keys, you unleash this power.
Mass terror and destruction.
Yep. At least that's how I like to think of it. Sort of like some sort of ancient religion that slowly diminished as history went on.
You mean the Ninshu?
Ninshu.
Actually, it is a religion.
Well, yeah, Kishimoto seems to like to diverge into quite a few
Mythologies?
I think he does. Yeah, he does. I think there was some Buddhism references, some Christianity references, and
You had Christianity references?
The Tree of Life.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure, that's that. And also, Kaguya could be herself be a reference to Eve.
kind of, yeah, ate the apple, the forbidden fruit, or whatever the hell. And then you have the whole
Now, so then there's like Kaguya herself is kind of a weird mix between Western and Eastern imagery. Because like her character was based off an Eastern myth, like Kaguya and the bamboo tree.
Yeah.
And also then she's also an allegory to Eve herself. So it's interesting.
You're only saying that because she's a woman. Ah, shut up, audience.
Yeah, I know. It's like I really don't know why people seem to really hate. Like, people seem like the Naruto fandom seems to say, "Oh, we want more female badass characters." I'm saying, okay. Besides Hinata, the characters themselves haven't been too bad. Like, if I like to call it the irony, like one of the major problems in the Western world so far is that they seem to like to have these strong female characters, at least based on how some feminists read. Like they're badass, they're strong, but they're boring as fuck, and they're boring as fuck at the end. I feel like
you want a high-powered female character, go watch Sailor Moon repeats.
yeah, but I feel like Naruto characters are interesting in the fact of like, well, they aren't necessarily. Well, there is one high-powered female, but each Naruto female character is actually pretty complex, excluding Hinata.
Well, there's some complexities there as to why the hell, but that's a story for a different day.
Yeah, but Hinata's kind of it's pretty flat.
Well, she does have some depth, at least in the beginning, with her
did.
father.
She did. She
And her
she
sister.
did. Which, she more or less happily ignored.
Well, she's not. We probably shouldn't keep making this out to be the Hinata channel.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Just I guess. Well, if we want to, I guess maybe I consider this a little off topic because of the whole. But I mean, I guess for the new Naruto Shippuden Revolution or whatever, yeah, the.
well,
Storm.
I mean the Volbo Naruto's
Yeah.
in love with Hinata.
Yeah.
You know what? I ship them. She gets a Naruto one way or another. Just leave her, keep her away from the real Naruto and the stupid secret lovers shit.
Oh, that's always going to be there, but the whole secret lovers is totally taken out of context.
My joke is like, yes, it's secret. So secret that Naruto does not even understand what you're talking about.
It's like people just blatantly ignore the fact that Naruto's never actually officially told Sakura that he liked her.
Even though he's told. Even
Just
though
about
Sai.
everyone else.
Yeah.
Oh, I like her, but I'm not going to tell Sakura.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be shocked if Sasuke himself knows.
He seemed to have sort of noticed or something, because I mean, he He didn't
I
seem to have any problem telling Sakura that Naruto was the one that saved her from Shikaku.
Yeah, true. You got a point. You got a point, though. It's just like I'm still shocked that apparently Hinata doesn't seem to see that.
Oh, she
What?
saw it. Don't you remember the hug?
Oh yeah.
She was sitting there smiling.
Yeah, she was
It was
smiling.
just it was just a seniority, or I don't know,
Brother
I don't-
sister hug.
sisterlyhood hug.
Which is
Sibling.
why the
It was
kids
just
around which is why all the kids were blushing like crazy, and Kakashi looked a little weirded out.
Oh my gosh!
While everyone
Why
else,
am I watching my
while
feet?
everyone else in the crowd was thinking it's about goddamn time.
I know, seriously. Like, I
Oh,
don't know why people like to say the pain arc is such a Naruhina moment. I'm saying, not really.
Well, it
Hinata
is an arc.
confessed.
A Naruhina moment.
Yeah, there was a moment, but like it got quickly ignored by Naruto.
Well, they're not even calling it. No, I'm not even saying that they're calling it a moment. They're literally calling this the Naruhina arc. The war arc is the Naruhina arc.
Yeah, they like to say we got so many Naruhina moments. I'm saying, you got at best 2.
Yep.
Like if I count NaruSaku, we've gotten at least 4. At least, but probably more on its way. It seems a little bit stupid to be calling it that. Like, I don't know. It's just like I think you guys have said this before, but the NaruSaku and the Naruhina both have like an opposite tendency. Like, Naruhina loves to say we won, when NaruSaku likes to think more negatively. Like 615, I seriously for about a month, like every single anime website, there was like just flagging saying, "No, Hina won! No, Hina won! No, Hina won! Suck it, NaruSaku!"
Surprised my friend never commented me on that, considering I just saw him last week. And anyway,
Maybe he's not a douche.
all I know is he said he was going to laugh at me.
Well, but that's the thing. He probably was joking though. Like maybe he's a friend of yours. Like maybe I don't know. Well, he's a friend. Like he's not a douche. Like just like I don't know. It's like just like a lot of knowledge.
We're both kind of funny like that. We'll make fun of the others.
Yeah, true.
The other one of, but
Well then. I guess if there's nothing left to talk about, then I guess.
Hi.
Oh, hey there, James. How'd you get in my room?
Oh, that's not important. How you doing today, Steve?
I'm doing pretty good.
Having fun?
Oh, we're all having a blast here.
That's good. I'm happy for you, but I'm gonna need that mic back.
Oh, sure, no problem. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, wait, no, stay away. No, get away, no. Ah!
Did we just see a moto?
All right.
I mean here.
Hello, everyone. James S. Cassidy here, and I'm back, baby. That's right. If you're probably wondering what happened to me and why, what's his name had to take over from me, is because my computer broke, and now I'm back. So, yay.
Steve broke his computer.
Anyway,
Oh,
since
Stole
we've
his
reached the end of our
microphone.
podcast, I'm James S. Cassidy.
And I'm LKNOJH, also known as. Oh God! Someone please call me an ambulance.
Okay, you're an ambulance.
Yeah. Glad you guys picked up the phone on Mangareader.
I think I just witnessed a brutal beating, and I'm Patrick.
Saying, praise the sun.
What the fuck is with that stupid line?
You're next.
Wait. Did someone just open my door? Oh, fuck.